Welcome to a Friday stream. Oh, did I not hit? Oh crap! Hang on. It might. I think I'll have to change the VOD once the stream's over, but it should. Oh, thank you, Prowler. Thank you for this. Holy shit, 3 months. That's a long time. That's so long, dude. That's crazy. Let me actually change scenes already. Hello, Tuttle. No, wait, wrong screen. Oh no, we're not playing a game tonight. Oh no, hang on. Haha. Whoops, and chat's not popular. There it goes. Hey. Welcome to an art stream. I don't remember the last time I did one of these. Oh, and let me... Yeah, so I'm more just doing some like doodle warm-ups right now, and I was like, oh, what if I did some like Pokemon doodles as requests? That would be fun. Yeah, so that's how I'm starting this stream, and to start off, I drew an Applin. Look at he's a little guy. Look at him. He is a little apple boy. That will soon become a big apple boy because I like Appleton. No problems if you like Flapple. I think for those two, it's just a personal preference. Hello, Beebs! Good to see you. Yeah, but if anybody has any Pokemon that they want me to draw, just throw it in chat. And I will probably write down maybe in like the top right corner here. Yeah, okay, actually. Straight. Request. Why am I writing in all caps? I don't even know. But, yeah, if you want me to draw a Pokemon, I can add it to like a little queue right here. So if you're worried about like chatting, and you're like, oh no, what if my request gets lost in the messages that go off screen? No, it'll be right here. Yeah. And then at some point later, I'm going to work on some channel point reward images because, I have some new ones. But they don't have images right now, and I have to fix that. Or I'm gonna go insane. So I'm gonna work on this a little bit later. But yeah, shout out your requests and they go in the top right corner. I should have put it in like a text. Actually, I just gave myself an idea. Hang on, I can't. My setup's a little wacky when I'm drawing, so I just have to move stuff to get to my keyboard. Also, when I'm like looking way over here. But what if you drew Sandshrew? Yeah, what I'm gonna do, instead of writing it down, so like while I'm zooming in and out, people can see, I'm gonna add it in OBS real quick. And it should show in the side. It's so large, hang on. Sandshrew. I should put requests above this, shouldn't I? I should not type with my drawing glove on. That's a bad idea. And then there we go. Perfect. There we go. All right. Now we're what was I about to say? It's like now we're playing with something. And it's and it's like a marketing reference? Oh god. I don't know. Okay. But yes. Do you want Kanto Sandshrew or Alolan Sandshrew? I want to say Alolan, but I could be very wrong. Diancie? Yeah. Enter. I don't think I've ever drawn Diancie before. That'll be fun. Alolan? Okay. I wanted to say it was Alolan, but I couldn't remember. Which form was your favorite? I've got to pull up the images on... I can't reference all of them just from memory, so I'm like... I have Bulbapedia up and I'm like... pulling up the images, but also... if Bulbapedia takes a really long time... I've just got to like start without it, you know what I mean? There we go. Because yeah, he's a really round fellow. He's like an igloo. He's a little bean, kind of. He's Lil Glue. His name should be Lil Glue. Spelled G-L-O-O. Why am I drawing him like that? Actually, I should stop that. He's a lot more complicated than Applin, so he's gonna look a lot more sketchy. Applin is so easy to draw, I must say. Absol? Okay, I just saw the Absol. I will add that as well. A-B-S-L-L. I know I've drawn Absol before. Yeah, it bleeds onto the image a little bit, but that's okay. When Absol came out, when Ruby and Sapphire came out, that was like one of my Insta favorites because I was, I think just starting the emo middle schooler phase at that point. Maybe I was in the thick of it. I don't remember. Either way, you know, Absol really fits that. My on-screen chat box might have died? Oh, no. Thank you for the call out. Why is it doing that? Hang on. I have an idea. Okay. It should not continue to die with this, but I will keep an eye on it just in case. Hello, Tap Titans. Good to see you. I'm drawing Pokemon requests, and he's too close to the top, actually. Even his ears are igloo-y. Because they're like little igloo ears. Oh, that's still too big. I've been drawing lately, but I've also been working in like wildly different canvas sizes. So I probably forgot to adjust any of my brushes before this. So things might just load in extremely big. I'm doing pretty well. I'm doing better than I was a couple of hours ago. That's for damn sure. I think I ate something bad because it was only a couple hours and I feel better now, but I was just really sick. Like, I was like... Ugh. It was gross, but I like took some over-the-counter meds. I went and had a nap, and I ate some saltine crackers, and I feel better. I'm going to get a full meal once I'm done with this stream tonight, so don't worry about that. Yeah, how has your week been, or day? I think I just default to week because it's Friday. And as someone who works a Monday to Friday 9 to 5 type of job schedule, I'm pretty programmed into the whole, oh, it's the weekend thing. And I know that's not for everybody. Lechonk, and yeah, Tap Titans, you can. I will add, I've got the list over here. I thought about writing it on this, page. I can talk and type at the same time. Litleo, yeah. Lots of babies. And then Dancy. nothing against DNC, it's just, like, one of these things is different from the others. I wish I could figure out a really good spot. Oh. No. I might make it smaller. I'm sorry, I should have thought of this beforehand. Like, the Pokemon Doodle requests at the bottom, I thought of that beforehand, which is why it's in, like, a nice neutral area, you know? And then this was just... Past 2 days were a bit of a nightmare. Yeah, I feel that. We do not work together, but, oh man, I feel that. On a deep level. That's why I'm like, oh man. I don't even care that I was feeling sick earlier. Today is Friday. That's great. So blah blah blah. I'm kind of slow as an artist, which if you've never been to one of my art streams before, yeah. So I'm going to try and get these done as fast as I can, but I will get all the requests. At least, I want to do at least one per person by the end of the night, you know? And I don't think it'll take me like 3 hours to get through 5 Pokemon Doodles or anything like crazy. But I was like, oh, I should probably mention that I know some people who stream art, they get like doodle requests out like that. That's not me. I am a slow drawer. You could have went with Litten. I presume you're a fire cat person then. What are your feelings on Sprigatito? If you're a big fire cat person, how do you feel about the grass cat? Since, you know, Scarlet and Violet's been out for a couple weeks now. This is not a ruse for me to talk about Scarlet and Violet, by the way, I swear. I don't even plan on talking about it that much, but know that I will probably get off topic and talk about at least the Pokemon I already have. Which, if you see above where it says Pokemon requests, I'm asking nobody request Area 0 Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet, because those are big spoiler boys, even for people who are like pretty like decently through the game and maybe have explored the whole map, but Area 0. So yeah. You named it Spriggan? That's a fun name. I named mine Gatito because I just wanted to keep calling him Gatito. Dude, New Gen has some of my new fave mons. Me too. I haven't got started with the pseudo legendaries yet. There's 4 of them, I think, this go around. I'm excited to see those. But yeah, apart from that, yeah, there have been some really good Pokemon this go around. Who have I really? Tinkaton. The internet has taken to Tinkaton, and so have I. Big Tinkaton fan. I've also just not been giving my Pokemon nicknames See, I said I wasn't going to talk about Scarlet and Violet, and I'm already talking about it. It's a curse. It's been on my brain nonstop for weeks. The enemy from Skyrim. I've never played Skyrim, so I don't get it, but either way, I like the name Spriggan. It fits. Although knowing what its final evolution is now, I wish I would have named it something else. I don't know, final starter Evos are probably good at this point, right? People have all seen those. People have been drawing fan art. Prowler has. Yeah, I'm sure he has. That's not accusatory. Like, it's fine that you've played Skyrim. But, like, I'm pretty sure I already knew that information, I think. Okay, he's looking really good now. see. He needs to be a little bit more igloo shell. He's not igloo shell enough. That's actually much better. I think, random off-topic spin, but I think I found my worst adversary when talking to chat, and it's when chat's talking about a game I haven't played. I feel like that is the point where I'm like, oh shit, I don't know what to say. And that's been that's something I've tripped over once or twice. And I feel like I should blame Prowler for it, because he plays lots of games, and he's always talking about games. I don't know. I'm just dragging on him because he's my friend. And also, I'm drawing his request right now, so I get to. I won't do it for anyone else, I promise. Time to talk about things Mallory knows nothing about. See, that was the whole point of me doing the topic wheel, which the points of those rewards have been removed temporarily. Just, I spent a lot of time yesterday evening doing like a ton of stream enhancements. Skyrim is a good stream game if you're interested. I'm meh. This is gonna sound really goofy coming from someone who loves Pokemon, but like, I'm not a big, like, I'd say high fantasy person, like Lord of the Rings style stuff and things like that. And Skyrim is very much in that vein for me. And that's part of the reason why I've never played it, because I've played Fallout. And like, I know Bethesda has made games that are fun in the past. But yeah, that's the biggest reason why. It's just the genre. Now he needs... Oh, that's... His eyes overlap in a goofy way in his official artwork. Oh, that's too big. Bethesda has, in fact, made games. Is that not the truth? Oh man. They have made games. I have played some of them. Not all of them, but I've played some of them. I think the one I've played the most is Fallout 4. Which, isn't the only Fallout game I've played, but it was the first one, and the one I've spent the most time on by a very large margin. Oh, his one eye is just, that's too much. Shrink. Give him his little igloo details on his back. And there's a little guy. There's a little Sandshrew guy. Dude, you played video games? You've watched me play video games before. Okay, next on the list is Diancie. So let me pull up a reference image real quick. I thank you for your patience while Bulbapedia loads. He is a little man. And at first I want to be like, he's got a hunchback, but then I remember he's got an igloo shell. He's supposed to. You're very welcome. The whole point of me opening this was to draw Pokemon. Ones that I don't think of first. I think of Applin first, generally. I've drawn so many Applins. Applin was my favorite of all of Sword and Shield. All of the new ones, anyway. Let me scoot, actually, to the other side of the page, so I'm not scared of bumping into something else. Diancie's really cool too, but X and Y is the gen I've spent the least time on, unfortunately. Which you'd be like, Really, Mallory? Like, that's the gen that introduced fairy. Which is like one of your types. Yeah, and I owned it, but I think I was busy with either the end of high school or the beginning of college when that one came out. And that just kind of ruined any time I had for playing games of any variety. But what if you took Applin, sprinkled cinnamon and sugar on them and baked them? You'd get Appleton. And Appleton is great. I love Appleton. Oh boy, diamond pattern. I'm gonna save that for the end. Save that for the end. Oh, that's too large. I hate when I cannot get the eyes to be even. It's a pet peeve. Also, I'm not like taking like the steps to make sure things are 100% symmetrical and even, since these are just doodle requests. And it helps me get it done a little bit faster. Ah. Oh yeah, he's a lion cub, not a cat. I guess the feline family? Fire felines? I don't know, you could be a fan of the fire canines as well. Oh, that's not pen. Okay. So... there's a bit of a neck. Yeah, I've never drawn Diancie before. This is when I have to look at the reference quite a bit. Whereas I'm like, I know I've drawn Sandshrew before, it's just been a hot minute. That's too short. Mainly like cats. Yeah, that's fair. I like cats too. I'm a cat. What is my favorite cat Pokemon? Probably Skitty. Skitty's probably my favorite cat Pokemon, which, look at me. Look at me. It's pretty obvious. It fits. Like, if you had to guess, you would probably guess that one. Or maybe Delcatty, which... Delcatty's fine. Delcatty's okay. No. Of course you request a Berserker! Let me add it to the list real quick. Also, thank you for a sub. Another 3 dang months. Is it spelled P-E-R-R? I think so. Speaking of, I still haven't evolved my Galarian Meowth yet. I need to do that. I need a good Steel-type Pokemon. I still don't have one. I've beaten the game and I still don't have a good Steel-type. Well, no, I guess Tink counts. It's Fairy Steel, and mine does know 2 Steel-type moves. It knows Flash Cannon, and the Hammer one. I don't remember what that one's called. Okay, and then you've got the big rock formation underneath. And then down here, and then you've got the big pink gem poking out. It's like Steven Universe up in here with the pink gems. I'm not serious. Okay. And then there's... wait, no, I see what I was doing. Alright, and then Let's shrink this down a little bit. And then bring it out a little so I can draw the gem spikes on the back of the head without worrying about running into the side of the page. And they're straight, obviously, because they're crystals. They don't have curved sides. That's better. I'm not drawing the line again, dang it. I'm just gonna adjust it this way. You're welcome, Bubsy. Oh, you have been in cat mode for a hot minute. I just realized that. I had to remember that there was a point where you were in my stream and not talking like a cat. It's been so long. Anyway, got 2 cats on the list now. So this one's first. Oh, no. That's better. That was a little too wide and a little too flared. And then the 4th one does stick out a bit. And this one's obscured. Just a touch. They're a little off in their direction, but I think size-wise, this is probably okay. Sometimes when it comes to like pointy like objects with a lot of straight lines, I'll just draw the straight lines and just circle them. You're that guy that ran speedran Zelda that time. If you wanted, you could have went with Zorua. Yeah, Zorua's super cute. I mean, I have a Zoroark now, but in Scarlet and Violet. But I love Zorua. Zorua's so cute. Hisui and Zorua is just so good. And also, what is that typing? This side's a little bit short. Shorter than the top. I know what I'm doing when I'm drawing geometric shapes. I would hope I know what I'm doing. Typing. Glad to see you guys are having fun. Always like to have fun times in chat. So, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna commit to this list, and then after I draw Berserker, I'm gonna switch to working on channel point reward images, and then any requests I get after Berserker, I'll like write down and then work on those after channel point images. Does that make sense? Also, what? I shouldn't have colored that in. It doesn't look that great. That actually looks much better. Okay. I've also got like 1 or 2 things that I could work on stream. Like the Amiya drawing that I honestly have not worked on since the last time I was streaming art, because I just have so many things that I'm working on all the time, and most of them are not safe for me to stream. Not because I'd like get in trouble or anything, it's just stuff I don't want people to see yet, you know? And also some of it is Christmas gifts. You're out of things to read, like books? Man, I'm so ashamed to say this. And if Mama Sheep watches this VOD, she's gonna be like, Mallory, what have you become? But I haven't read an actual book in so long. I think since I graduated college. And I feel so bad. Well, I mean, I read manga and comics and stuff, but like, I haven't sat down and read like a book of words in so long. So sad. Alright, now we need the little collar piece. That's too small for the collar piece. No. There we go. That looks much more even. Yeah, and then the eye detail, which I never put in until now. Just a smile. A happy little Dancy. So then we want to draw it. That's not a straight line. And then diamond pattern, I think, is all that's left. Yeah? Which... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, it's an octagon. Like that one Jack Black and Elmo video. Diamond Dancy! Yay! I'm gonna shrink her just a bit so I can keep it to one canvas, but yay, Dancy! Octagon! This is an octagon! I haven't seen that video in a minute. Yay, I'm glad you like it. Next is Absol. Once again, I thank you for your patience while we all wait on Bulbapedia to move. Three whole volumes a day? I could definitely do that. I used to have like 30 minutes and I would go into the bookstore, go to the manga section, grab a volume or two and read through them all in 30 minutes. Oh man, the craziest thing I think I ever did was my senior year of high school? I'm doing Absol down here. Okay. Yeah, I want to say it was senior year of high school. I read Les Mis, like the book, in 2 weeks. I read half of Chainsaw Man in like 3 hours. I think I did too! that one in particular. What am I doing? Let me restart that. So he's got also kind of a bean body, but he's not bipedal like Sandshrew. But his legs are lank. Like, not rank, like lanky. Also, maybe not that puffed of a chest, but it's all covered by the fur anyway. So 1, 2. He's got some pointy elbows. He has very pointy elbows and pointy knees. And pointy toes. Oh, not the small 1 volumes, but the... Oh! Yeah, I've been reading Berserk through those. The 3-in-1s. Gotta say, I like the compiling. But then again, like, you've also got series like Oyasumi Pun Pun, where it's like 1 volume is 3 of what we consider a traditional manga volume. Also, these legs are gonna look so funky. It'll work out in the end. It'll look better at least by the time I'm done. The quadrupedal Pokemon are the ones I tend to have a harder time with. I still need to finish Dragon Ball so I can pick another manga. Have you read Oyasumi Pun Pun? Have you read that? Because if not, you should read that one. What was the last manga I read? I think it was Pop Team Epic. You need a break? Read some Pop Team Epic in the meantime. It's 4-koma. And it's funny. Nah, it's not super... The fur is more bristly, so like... It sticks out a little bit more. It kind of flops when it has the weight to it. Also, this one's looking real sketchy. I'll clean it up, I promise. I'm telling you, it's the quadrupedal... That's probably not even the right word. Quadrupeds. I have a hard time with those. Let's go ahead and get the head actually drawn. Swing. Also, when I was talking about earlier about how like Absol was like my early favorite because Absol absolutely fits the middle school emo kid demographic, which is me at one point when I was in middle school. I was also really into designing OCs with scythes. Can I make Berserker quadrupedal? That's not... Bubsy, that's not what I said. I said I have a hard time drawing quadrupedal Pokemon and not bipedal Pokemon. I have a hard time drawing things on 4 legs for some reason. Oh, you read his other... I just now noticed that. I'm sorry, you read his other series? That's fair. That's fair. I haven't read it for the probably reasons you haven't read Pun Pun yet. Oh, is that what your request is? Oh. Oh. I'll give it a shot when I get there. How about that? I'll give it a shot when I get to that point. For now, I'm going to try and continue drawing Absol, which is actually kind of starting to look like a My Little Pony character. So valid! If you need a break. I think his name is Asano? If you need a break from his work. Yeah, just read Pop Team Epic. And his cheek's a little pointy. Also, I'm sorry, sometimes, like, it might seem like I can't talk and draw at the same time. And because of my setup, it's just hard for me to actively be drawing and see my chat window. Actually, I can fix this. I can pull up chat on my phone, can't I? Oh no, you're learning my secrets. I don't want improved IRL streaming. Thank you. Okay, now I can view it without having to, like, look around all of which ways. You have the first, is it the first 10 of, like, the deluxe edition, like the hardbacks? That's not pen. Damn it, I keep doing that. Just regular, okay. I don't think I have a complete manga series anymore. I know I had like 1 or 2 back in the day of stuff like 1 to 2 volume series. I also had a lot of volumes of D and Angel, which I think were given to me. I had a lot of volumes. I had like 6 or 7 volumes of D and Angel, and I never even finished that series. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure why they were bequeathed unto me. Also, what the fuck? Why can't I get this angle? Because I don't know what I'm trying. Yeah. Nope. I'm trying my hardest. But boy, I'm trying to draw it from a different perspective than the default image. So it's not just like, you know, the default image. So I'm like, yeah, we'll change the perspective on this very asymmetrical head. It'll be fine. It has been, I think. I have read up to volume 3, and it's a lot. I think my, well, obviously my mod is a big fan, and then, Maru, one of my streamer buds, is a big fan as well. So I'm gonna finish it at some point. But also, I have, like... I have, like, a resource Discord that's personal just to me, and it has, like, a bunch of links and stuff. Let's see, where I'm... Hang on, let me figure out where I want to put the nose. There we go. And the manga one, I've got, like, a channel that's just, like, manga links of, like, things... Or, like, things I need to, like, buy or read or whatever. It's so long. It's so long. And it's like, whenever I do take the time... I'm putting that in the wrong position, I think. Let's start from here. It's kind of that close. That looks better. Oh, no, now he's a little cross-eyed. I don't want that. Oh, if you keep up with One Piece, kudos to you. I know Bubsy does. Not to call you out, Bubsy, but like, I hope you don't care that I call you out that you read One Piece. just the fact that it's so large is honestly the biggest reason why I never got into it. Also, I cannot get over how Oda draws just women in general. It drives me insane. I don't know what it is. But like I've kept up with it on and off through the years. Like I've read a fair amount of it. I've seen a lot of arcs in the anime. Cause back when it was airing under 4Kids, I watched a lot of it, you know? And when I was an older person, and 4Kids was not in charge of One Piece anymore, I went back and like, was like, oh, this is what was actually going on. They weren't holding lollipop. Sanji wasn't holding a lollipop the whole time! No, wait, that's JoJo Hands. Speaking of Stone Ocean, the final part of Stone Ocean just came out. I'm behind on my Stone Ocean. Also, this Absol is taking a minute. I'm so sorry. But it is looking pretty good. Oh, I forgot his little forehead decal. It's not Absol without the forehead decal. Oh, how did Mari pronounce it? Decal? Oh, I couldn't stop laughing. I don't remember the last time I've heard someone unironically pronounce it Decal. Okay, now let's draw that tail. It's just a shark fin. It's too small for its body, but it's just a shark fin. Okay. Now I'm going to try and actually focus on getting the legs to look like legs. What animal is Absol based off of, even? I'm not sure. I like that they base so many Pokemon on real-life animals, which of course they have to. There's so many Pokemon in the first place. But what upsets me is that the Pokemon that is based on my favorite animal, like real-life animal, is kind of a dud. Actually, quite a few of them are, but that's also because most of my favorite animals are fish. And like, they don't want the game to be overrun with like OP water types, you know what I mean? And I know everything about Part 6. I read it all. I couldn't wait for the anime to come out, so I just read it all. And so I'm like, great! And I just am digging my heels into not Part 7. What Pokemon? Relicanth. My favorite animal is the coelacanth. I love the coelacanth. It is just the best fish. It is just a crusty old guy. And I love him. They haven't evolved in like 50 million years or something. They're great. I love coelacanths. And Relicanth is kind of boring. And then I also really love Mola Molas, the ocean sunfish. Just because they're goofy. That's a fish I just love because it's goofy. And Alomalola, I think, is not great. Not good sunfish representation, you know what I mean? Prowler, I have no fucking clue what you're talking about. Oh, that's... The claws are looking a little big, but I can live with that for now. And I can adjust them later. So it's just not too knobby, but a little bit. Let me erase this stuff back here. Also, I keep making them really chunky. I don't mean to. Oh! My brain forgot we were on JoJo. Right. Warner Brothers references. Yeah. That's not bad. Is Looney Tunes Warner Brothers? Because if they did like Looney Tunes and stuff, I would be so fine with that. I think that's a good substitute. Ba 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 ba. And probably just better than Disney. I'm not a big Disney fan. I have one Disney movie that I watch repeatedly. Just one though. And music is doing stuff. So instead of Mickey Mouse's birthday, they use Bugs Bunny. Oh, yeah, that's good. I think that's a very suitable replacement. I think that works well. Man, one of the last times I was chatting with Bubsy IRL, as often happens when I take my trash out. We were talking about how like it's nutty that we got the one Bugs Mickey crossover that we're probably ever gonna get, and we're probably never gonna get it again. And if you don't know what Bugs Mickey crossover, it's in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, the classic film, which if you've never seen, you should definitely go watch that movie. I'm a big fan of that movie. There's one scene where they're both the real human guy is falling out of a window a la cartoon shenanigans that you would see, especially in Looney Tunes back in the day. And he's falling through the sky, and then Mickey and Bugs are there, and they're also in the sky, but they're like skydiving, so they have parachutes and stuff. One of them hands him a parachute, and it turns out to be, you know, the 1-ton lead thing that classic Looney Tunes shtick. And like Mickey's on one half of the screen, Bugs is on the other side of the screen. They say, I think, like one line apiece to each other. And that's it. That's I think the only time they've ever been in like one room. It's like the end of Yakuza 0. Oh god. The game has ruined me. I have been up at night thinking about that game. It's 16 hours after you got up this morning. Go to bed. Well, depending on what time zone you live on, it's not that late. It's not that early. Excuse me. It's not that late either, also depending on what time zone you're in, but if you're like on East Coast, man. Okay, this foot is not going how I thought it would go. I'm so sorry. Okay. It has such strange feet. You woke it. You woke at 3? Ooh. I would go to bed. Prowler, I'm choosing to ignore what you wrote. Okay, there's the foot. And if you have to go, I will put this image on social media when I'm done with it. Or after the stream, probably. I need to make this foot even with the other. No, I don't. Perspective is a lie. I'll put this image up probably on Twitter, and then, and if you don't have Twitter, I'll figure out a different option. That's an after stream Mallory issue. But post stream Mallory will figure it out. It's fine. No, that's not how that claw works. Okay. Let me click. That was an abrupt stop. I wasn't expecting that in the music. This is one music track that's like 2.5 hours long. I just wasn't expecting that. Okay. So I think that's everything for Absol. No, I forgot some of his like back claws. Okie doke. Absol! Yay! I haven't drawn Absol since I was probably 12 or 13, but his front feet look a little jank. I might fix that later. Yay, I'm glad you enjoy it. Yeah, I might fix the feet later. Especially the front ones. The back ones don't look too bad, I don't think. What's next? Lechonk! Pig! I like Lechonk. Lechonk reminds me... This sounds really bad with out of context. Lechonk reminds me of Mama Sheep because Mama Sheep, when I was little, used to collect piggy banks. And Lechonk is very piggy bank shaped. Is he not? I mean, like, he is such a piggy bank shape. He's so rotund. In the Discord soon if there is one. I'm working on it. It's not done. I'm hoping I'll have time to finish it tomorrow and have it up for Sunday. But if not, I will let people know when it's done. I'm new to Discord. I'm not new to Discord, I'm new to, like, doing mostly anything besides DMs. And, like, small group chats. I'm in some larger servers, but I don't participate in really anything. I'm trying to figure out, like, what shape I should start with for this one. Like, how far do we want to deviate from a standard circle? A little bit of width on this side, but we'll keep the back pretty circular, I think, and that should work. Pig! There's an emote? Wait, I don't know. Yeah, there's apparently a Lechonk emote. Today I learned. I like how the emote has his ears up, so you can see his eyes the whole way. He's got a curly tail. I typed it and it became an emote. Oh. Oh man. Unexpected emote then. It happens. That's not where his ear sits. Okay. Now we gotta draw that big ol' snoot. He's like a little truffle sniffing pig. Nobody expects the Lechonk emote. I also like Lechonk's evolution. Lankalon. Fun, if not really heteronormative sexual dimorphism. Which, whatever, it's a Pokemon game. But I like how it's perfume themed, and it goes well with the... He sniffs out truffles as Lechonk. Truffles are high class. EDP and EDT are generally considered, like, high-class luxury items. They're like last on the list of like health and beauty. Like they're the lowest priority, but also the most expensive usually. You know what I mean? Am I making sense? I like the boil Oinkologne a little bit more. I don't know why. I think it's cause the tail looks like a diffuser, like an old-timey diffuser. It's great. Makes me remember back when I used to use... I don't use alcohol-based perfume anymore. I only use oil-based now. And it reminds me of being in, like, probably middle school. And, like, having, like, my first, like, actual alcohol-based perfume that was probably bought from, like, a TJ Maxx. And just going overboard with it. I couldn't tell you what it is. I do know that I do have one alcohol-based perfume that I love and I go back to every time, but it's discontinued and it'll never get made again. So I save it for special occasions. It's by Paco Rabanne. It's very... God, I can't even explain to you what it smells like. It smells like memories because I've used it only for special occasions for the last, like, 3 or 4 years. Actually, probably no longer than that. Probably closer to, like, 6 or 7. Because I've had it since I was fairly young. And it's great. See, I think if you do ever get like a big bottle of like the fancy perfume that you see at like Ulta or Sephora or whatever, just save it for special occasions and it'll probably last like 20 years. Because it's alcohol based, so stuff in it probably doesn't go as bad as other items. I don't know. I don't know anything about cosmetic science. I'm trying to figure out how short I want his legs. Short, stubby little legs. Stubby little legs. Look at them stubby ass legs. I love it though, he's so cute. I wonder what a shiny one looks like. If I ever find a shiny one, I'm gonna have to look up what the shiny Oinkologne looks like so I can choose whether to give it Neverstone or not. Man, as with any Pokemon game, I wish everyone playing Scarlet and Violet a very good shiny hunt whenever, or very good shiny encounter chance. Even if you're not hunting for shinies, like I will at some point in the future. There is nothing quite as exciting as coming across one in the wild. I was very lucky to have that happen. I want to say 3 times? No. The 3rd time was an egg. Never mind. That happened to me twice when I was playing Sword and Shield. Before I finished the storyline, which is crazy luck. But it was also crazy luck because one of them is my least favorite Pokemon of all time. Do you know how it feels to stumble across a shiny and it's your least favorite Pokemon they've ever released? I was a little devastated. I can't. I just caught it and I was like, why me? The other one was Coughing, which, as Coughing was fun, but you know, it's Sword and Shield, so it evolves into Galarian Weezing. Galarian Weezing, boring shiny. Regular Weezing, fun shiny. It's like a kind of a pastelish teal blue. And the skull decal is purple, like a lavender color. It's very pretty. But Galarian Weezing is just, the shiny is just brown. Yeah, and you don't really see his 4th leg. That's a little too close. Let's scoot it back a little bit and then extend it. Yeah. Pig. Yeah. Lechonk. Nice. All right. What is next? Litleo. I don't want to scroll in my chat window. You silly computer. You know what I haven't been keeping up with is the TCG. I have not been paying attention at all. I assume I might in the future. It is good chunk. It's very cute. I like its little like eye pouch. Very cute. Very cute. Next is Litleo. Oh boy. He got a little teeny tiny mohawk. I'm gonna do Litleo down here. Definitely more bean, less oval. Good chunk. Overall, very good chunk. His tail's a little bigger than that. You know, I will say, the goofiest sexual dimorphism in all of Pokemon is Pyroar. I hope I'm not offending you with my opinion, Tap Titans, but like, I genuinely think the sexual dimorphism between male and female Pyroar is goofy. Just plain old goofy. Oh no, they don't end out. He has really round paws. Man, those are some round, chunky paws. Wait. Nope. Oop. That looks better. We'll give him like, I don't know. He's playing with one of those little like fluffy toy mice things that you can get for a cat at the pet store. So he's kind of putting both paws up, like in the same spot, like, ooh, I want to grab it. Such rotund, symmetrical paws. Man. Well, I guess all cat paws are symmetrical, aren't they? In theory, not in practice. I feel like I have to specify. Yeah. Like how hooves are supposed to be. That is a very big toe. We're not gonna make it that big. I hope you guys are having a relaxing stream. As well as hopefully a relaxing Friday evening. Or Saturday morning, I guess, if you live not in America, but in somewhere where people are awake right now. That was a great sentence. That was a fantastic... God, I'm so smart. I feel like the world is very hectic right now, so it's good to just chill the F out. Why did I censor myself? I don't even know. Right, now I gotta do the face. The part I've put off. He does have just a round ass head. And then round ass everything except the mohawk. I want to get a smoother line on the edge. Ooh. There we go. Big ass ears. Big ass. Well, that ain't. That's too small. Jones, big ass, lit Leo, ear enlarging surface. Now frames. I know you're asking yourself, how can you enlarge my lit Leo's ears for such a cheap price? Well, the fact of the matter is, I'm pretty drunk right now. I'm always scared about making references on stream because I don't know if people know what they are. And I'm always surprised when, like, people either know or don't know things. Like, one time, I'm gonna use Bubsy as an example again, but I was talking to Bubsy and I was, like, referencing Power Thirst, if you remember that old as shit YouTube video. And he had no clue what I was talking about, and that took me, like, a whole minute to mentally recover from. I was like, wait, you don't know what Power Thirst is? Which, like, it's okay if you don't know what Power Thirst is. It's okay if you don't know what any of that stuff is. Like, what am I gonna do? Gatekeep your lack of knowledge? No. But it was just, I consider Bubsy to be a very up-to-date with the memes type of raccoon, as he has proven in past conversations. So I think that's probably why I was so surprised. Also, I went back and watched Power Thirst recently. That video's aged so poorly. Ooh, nose. Eye. Eye. Oh, no, that one's a little off kilter. And then he's got whoop. Whoop. And then he's kind of got a little meow. Litleo reminds me of how Film Cow draws cats, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I think because Jason Steele, who is Film Cow, always draws this part so pronounced. Like, whenever he draws a cat, it's always very, very pronounced. Maybe not in, like, his earlier stuff, like Mittens, the detective cat, crime-solving cat. Whatever the full name of that video is, but, in the later videos, I think. Especially in... I don't know why, but it's reminding me of Charlie the Unicorn 5. When you're in the Temple of the Cat and the cat's singing to you. Litlia reminds me of that, and I don't think that's probably the best mental association, and it doesn't make a lot of sense. But you know what? It's there. It's happening. It's in my brain. And this one's a little bit. For it was I, Jelly Jiggler! That's Jelly Jiggler! Oh my god, talk about a blast from the fucking past. Oh. I wish I still had that one manga copy of Bobobo that I used to have. His head's a little bit tall, so I'm gonna give it a bit of a squish. No! Hang on. Give it a bit of a squish on the ears. And he's a little chunky, but it's probably okay if he's a little... Oh, look at the emote name? What is the emote? Oh! Oh my god, that's not Jelly Jiggler! Oh boy. I have such a big, strong, powerful brain. Look at me. Look at how smart I am. You thought your first kiss would be Jonathan Joestar, but it was I, Jelly Jiggler. Which is some shit he would do. You know? Jelly Jiggler would absolutely... If you took a Dio line out of context of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and gave it to Jelly Jiggler in Bobobo, he would make it work every time. Doesn't matter what the context is. It can't be in context with actual JoJo plot. That would be the only rule, and he would still kill it. But he has a toy mouse. I couldn't remember any mouse Pokemon off the top of my head. Oh my god, actually... I'm fixing this. I looked up and saw the reflection of, like, my actual stream in his eyes, and I was like, oh god, they're so uneven. That looks so much better. Okay. Yay! Yay! He's got his little mohawk. Look at him go. He's playing with a toy. Quadrupedal Berserker. Okay. I'm tempted to know... They're Pichu. See, I was trying to think of... Oh, I guess I should have thought of electric. Because I was like, oh, Pikachu. No. What's another, mouse Pokemon? Hello, all the electric types. What the... Like, what... Moxie the Fox, hi! Welcome to the stream. Oh my god, and thank you so much for the follow. Oh my goodness. Oh god, what was I just saying? Besides Jelly Jiggler as Dio out of context. Crap, I forgot. Anyway. Does it have to be Pokemon? Yeah, I'm doing Pokemon only right now. No, it doesn't have to be mouse Pokemon. That's what I was talking about. No, I drew, the Litleo with the toy mouse because I was just like, I don't want to draw like a toy Pikachu, and my brain just was like, oh, other mouse Pokemon, they don't exist. And that's why I was talking about mouse Pokemon. Just like, you know, Berserker's not a mouse. Berserker is a cat. He is a cat boy. Well, no, he's not a cat boy. It's a cat. With an unruly beard. Just the most unruly beard. of any Pokemon that has a... Do any other Pokemon have beards? Dondozo has a mustache, and I guess Wishcash does too. They're both catfish. Let's see, if it's that size, we want probably that size. That would be, so that would be the head. I'm trying to make estimates with this big ass beard in the way, how to do the body size. Oh, your beard is so large. What? Like, Berserker is a neat Pokemon, but it's also, like, such a strange design. I like strange designs, though. I'm not gonna complain. Strange designs are what keep me coming back here, gen after gen. You know, I love me some weird Pokemon designs. Of the newest Pokemon, I was saying earlier I love Tinkaton. I fucking love Tatsugiri. Wait, what was the electric mouse in X and Y? Deidenne or Deiden? I don't know how to pronounce it. My brain always says Deiden, but it's probably not that. It's Electric Fairy. It's in Scarlet and Violet. I think I have one. Yeah, that was literally one I could have drawn, and it would have made perfect sense. And I just was like... It did not exist in my brain, no matter how hard I tried to, like, dig it out. Oh boy. Yeah, but after I finish Berserker, I'm gonna take a break, and then I'm gonna do some channel point emote drawings, and then any request, I'll have requests still takeable, but they will be drawn after I work on some point reward stuff, because I need to. Part of the point of these streams is to motivate me to work on stuff that needs to be worked on. I feel like he's not yelly enough. He's too smarmy. It's not enough screamy. Let's... Yeah, make his mouth huge. And put his tongue, like, way down. So he's just got all of this cavernous maw. To show you that he is yelling. He is yelling because he is angry that he can't reach the microwave to microwave his Hot Pockets. And also, if he touched the microwave, it would probably explode. He's like, please microwave my Hot Pockets. Also, he really just stops. If you don't look at the paws, Berserker doesn't even look like a cat at this point. He do be a shady little gremlin guy. He reminds me of something that's not Pokemon, but I'm struggling to remember what it is. I need to... Nope. Scoot that in a little bit. There we go. His little horn thingamabobs. He kind of looks... Okay, I don't know if this is what I was thinking of, but my brain kind of clicked. He kind of looks like he could be in Where the Wild Things Are, the Maurice Sendak children's book. He looks like he could come from that book, like that universe. He's got like the same... I think it's just like his structure, plus the horns, plus the way the mouth is done, plus the fur and hair, you know? I think all of that combined. I think he could probably fit in that universe. Not that he'd want to, but... Or that he has the feelings to, because, you know, it's a fictional Pokemon. But, Yeah, I think he would. Like, fit right in with all the other monsters from that one. Also, I don't remember if they have a name. I don't think they do. It's just like a fantastic land with fantastic creatures or something, right? It's been a long time since I've read a children's classic. I gotta say. Okay, now his face is a little more done. He looks kind of bored. Let's change his eyes up a little bit. He's doing a little bit of a panic. Let's see. He's putting his, like, little paws together. He's doing a little, like, beggy type of pose. But he's still bow-legged. You gotta be bow-legged. He looks bored and yeah, he looks bored and like he needs to be causing mischief. At all, like he's like I could be. He fits in with the Galarian Zigzagoon and Team Star. Like I could be graffitiing a wall right now. Ironically, I saw some really good Pikachu graffiti. I think it was on Instagram or something. It was really cool. I don't know anything about like how to do graffiti, but I think it's a neat art form. Like oh fuck. No. Dun, 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 dun. Yep. Okay. I'm at full opacity. It's just this brush. It's not a fully opaque brush to begin with, you fool! I knew this going into this anyway, and it doesn't really matter. There we go. And then he's got the same thing going with his arms. Okay. That I need to change pen size. That is what I need to be doing. Hello. Okay, now he needs his tail and his beard. And then I think he's done. This one's also a little bit messier than the other ones. I'll probably clean all of these up before... I'm going to post this eventually because, like, I want people to be able to look at the sketches that I drew, you know what I mean? But I'll probably clean them all up a little bit before I do that. So they're not so messy. He's asking for help for his Hot Pockets! Okay. Yay, Pokemon requests and an Applin that I drew of my own volition. I'm going to take a couple-minute break. I'm gonna run a 1-minute ad so people, you know, Twitch shenanigans, that whole shtick. And then I'm gonna come back and then I'm gonna work on some channel point stuff, and then after that I can do more Pokemon requests for the folks that are still here and already had one. I think that's all I have to say before I actually click the mirror me. So I will be right back. And I'm back. It wasn't too long, I don't think. Yeah. Now, like I said, I have some new channel point rewards. In 2 weeks, I got 8 gifted subs, yeah. Hot damn. That's impressive. Sorry, I was just like, whoa, that's a lot. I have some new channel point rewards, which should be live and should work. And I like to have matching channel point images for all of my channel point rewards. That makes sense. And now some of them don't have images. Yeah, it's always nice when I get one, but I never expect one either. It's always so nice. It's like, oh man, the algorithm liked me today. Yeah, so I need images for the rest of the ones that are brand new. And I like all of my channel point reward images to be really consistent. Not like the emotes, they don't need to be super consistent, right? Because they all express different things. Channel point rewards, I put a lot more consistency into those, so I use the same templates here that you can see, but I'm scribbling all over. And I use that to kind of just differentiate them out, and I put like the edited parts on separate layers. So the new ones that I have, I'll go ahead and trigger one myself for y'all. That one's not as fun. Oh, yep, there it goes. I can now get bonked. Finally. The moment you've all been waiting for. You can bonk me. Sometimes it's necessary, sometimes it's warranted. So, yeah. I'm just making images for those. Why must you bonk me? Why would you bonk me, Bubsy? Why would you do that to me? I thought we were friends. What should I do for the eyes? X. I think X's. I could make it like the one "go to horny jail" meme, but it's not just for it. I'm gonna have. Are we? I'm upset that I just remembered what part of Yakuza 0, and I'm like, oh no, bad timing on my part. There's also one for head pats and one to make me wear, I guess, the skin of my people. I don't think it's actually made out of like lamb wool. It wouldn't be made out of like skin though. It would be made out of just the wool, and the wool, you know, the wool is shaved off. So, you know, everything's fine. So we need a hammer. What is it? Wait, hang on. Is this clipping mask? Is this clipping? No, that's just the top of the image. Wow, okay. I really cut it close there, didn't I? In that case... Because you have to work on a really small canvas for this stuff, you know? Like, they can't be any bigger than 112 by 112, so I just go ahead and draw it in 112 by 112. Emotes I don't. I draw those in usually 500 by 500. Pixels, of course. And then shrink those down as needed. But channel point rewards, no, I just go ahead and draw them and in the definition they're going to be used in. I don't like... Come on! Okay, there we go. I don't like the mouth. I'm going to change that. I like that one! I like the tongue. I think that's funny. I'm gonna do that. Also, I am a brush hoarder, so if you ever see me pull up my brushes and you're like, Jesus Christ, yeah, that's totally fair. Oh, that's so large, no. Do I want to make the hammer lines a different color? No, I don't think I will. I'm gonna make the X's thicker than the other stuff though. Really accentuate them. Those are the focal point. Battery is low. Oh, Jesus. Well, if that stops working, I can just plug it in for 30 seconds to a minute. Just chat. And then we'll be back on track. Because, honestly, Apple Pencils do not take that long to charge. You can plug it in for 30 seconds and you'll have like another 20 minutes of charge to it. It's just like that. I will make. Oh. I hope you appreciate my sound effects that I do. Someone has to. And then one more color, like a brighter, truer, like yellow, Crayola yellow, the centerpiece. Yeah. There we go. There we go. That looks so funny. Alright, let's do... Let me turn the background on so I can see where I can color in the hammer a little bit better. The good thing is these don't take me too terribly long. Especially since I may know a way to trick you for Pokemon to draw. Why trick me? That's the part I'm alarmed about. Like, if I get these done in a short amount of time, I'll be back to doing requests and like, why trick? Why? I get so man. Oh my god. You know, when I first started streaming, I never planned to be someone who can and will stop talking and just have trouble making sentences and just have like a mental just shutdown at least once per stream. There we go. That looks like wood. Give it a little bit of a shine down here. And give it just the tiniest bit of a blur. As much as you can blur within a 112 by 112. Actually, I should zoom out for this. What on earth is this patch? Lock again, and then switch to blend. Not get the handle in there. No, no sir. No, we don't want that. Yeah, that looks fine. Okay. An alpha locket. We want like a really vibrant tongue color, because that wants, like, that's the thing that your eyes should be drawn to when you click it, you know? The bonk and the tongue. Yeah. Great. So I'm gonna group those. And then the other one that I will also just go ahead and demonstrate because I have infinite channel points. Click. Head pats. I finally can get head pats. Ever since I saw Maru DeCinco do it on her stream, I was like, oh my god, I need to do this. I need to do this. And I figured it out yesterday. Big fan. Big fan of that. Okay. Let's go back to that teal color, blue, whatever. So we need to draw a hand doing the head pats. That kind of looks like a hand. That's a good start. What is with these faces? Not me doing it again just so I can get another look at it while I... Let's see. Okay. Okay. Great. Okay, and then we switch. This is not that big. I'm so picky about when I draw, like, the cat mouth. I always want it to look a certain way. I'm gonna start over. I'm gonna trace it just perfectly, which is not how I usually do sketch to line art. But I like how the sketch looks and I want to recreate that. That looks better. Okay. Clear. And again, I'm gonna flip the background on just so I can see my colors a little bit better. Numbers. The only one I know off the top of my head is Squirtle. The Squirtle's 4, right? Not Charmander. Charmander's 7. But yeah, that's the only one I know off the top of my head. Like, national dex numbers. Actually, numbers in general for the Pokedex. I know the Gen 1 starters, and Pikachu and Raichu, Mewtwo and Mew. That's it. Let's see. What? It's like a gray. I guess I can do gray. Done that for like before. No, not artistic. I don't want that folder. No, we should make it a little bit darker so it contrasts better. Nose! Well, no, wait. Okay, if 151 is Mew, would 152 be, Chikorita? So then 155 would be Totodile? Oh, I love Totodile! Totodile, good. Totodile is my little chompy fellow. He is my chompy son and I love him very much. It's always so... I always agonize over picking like a favorite starter. Because that's a difficult question and please don't ever ask me that. And if you just ask me that now in chat, because I said don't ask me that, I'm just gonna roll my eyes and not respond. Only one hint, last numbers are fire. I have no idea. $172 is Pichu. I get why. But that's like the national dex, that's the thing I have with the national dex. It's like, it doesn't account for that. So it's always so goofy. It makes me laugh. It's like, well yeah, Pichu should be the one right before Pikachu, but that's not how it works because it didn't get introduced until Gen 2. I'm also glad they never made more than like 3 in an evolutionary line. Probably they were just like, oh, rule of threes. No, that makes sense. Okay, so that's another one done. And so the last one is I wear a lamb hoodie. That's basically it. I'm not going to demonstrate that one because it's pretty self-explanatory and it's a bigger reward that goes for a longer amount of time. I feel bad if Mario ever watches this watch. She's gonna be like, this bitch stole my ideas. Except I'm not getting... It's not calling me Jerry, it's lamb hoodie me Jerry. I don't even know who Jerry is. Don't worry about what I'm talking about. It's fine. At some point, I just have to admit that I'm rambling to myself. Just live in front of everybody. This one's gonna be interesting. To draw, at least. I have a feeling, yeah. So
Thank you. This is where the face of it's probably gonna be. Oh, this one's gonna require me to just basically redraw the whole thing. So let's. Yeah. Great, that makes it a little bit easier for me to see what I'm doing. Hair just kind of spilling out of the hoodie front. That sounds like me. Okay. I want it to be the same color. And then inking. So for those of you that are frequent viewers of the Mallory Lamb stream shenanigans, so I've said this before on stream, but I'm trying to finalize like a good third night so I can do 3 nights of streaming a week. Because I want to do 3 nights a week if I can. I am leaning towards Friday night because just that's been the best availability wise, and Saturdays would also be an option for me, but I feel like I would benefit from keeping those open for a number of reasons not related to this stream. So I'm wondering if I should
and I want to have 1 art stream a week. That's my like end goal. To have 3 stream days a week, 2 days is games, 1 day is art. 1 day is. I can say words.
Sorry, I'm getting too focused in this drawing. So my question for people is, would they want me to, maybe, keep the art streams on Wednesdays, where I've got, like, a limited time block, and, like, I know I'm going to end after a certain amount of time, so it's not like, oh, we're in this fun game, but, oh, she's gotta go now, because it's Wednesday, and it's the end of the stream time. You know what I mean? So I was thinking maybe doing, art on Wednesday nights, and then games on Fridays and Sunday nights.
I probably won't stream for too terribly long tonight, just because I need to eat something after the day I have had.
At some point soon. But in the future, I will have a lot more time to stream on Friday nights. So I'll be able to do stuff, like, uninterrupted for a lot longer, essentially. And so I'm, like, curious, like, if people would prefer, like, oh, no, please keep playing games on Wednesdays, or whatnot. Because, like, I want to prioritize the people who are already, like, tuning in to watch me. Because, like, y'all are already interested in what I got going on. And I want to make it as available for you as possible, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Let's see what this looks like.
Yeah, that looks good. Litten, Fletchling, Finnegan, Axuzor, Forest Charmander. Oh, damn it. I got them confused. Okay, it's Grass, Fire, Water. It was the only one I was, like, even remotely okay on. Rip.
Okay, now that I'm looking at it, I don't like where this sits. Yeah, I think it should be back a little bit. So for at least the... So if we turned this... Right, there's still some line work in the original, isn't there? I know what I'm doing, hang on. I've just gotta think for a second. Excuse me, my brain is working at full capacity, I swear to God. So... Yeah, okay. This one we can just kind of edit to our heart's desire. So, all of this, just because there's so much noise on the screen, both of these layers, and I want to just use the layer I already have for the skin and hair color, so I don't have to recolor those. But my brain was starting to hurt looking at all of the details together at once. Okay. And then we can warp it a little bit just so the line work matches up a little bit better. Yeah, I'm gonna have to edit it a little bit anyway, because the horn is peeping out in the corner and I don't want it there. And also this little section. Looks like I'm gonna have to focus on coloring it anyway, but that's fine. It happens. Okay, and then... yeah. That'll work. I'm fine with either. If it's better for you, then it's probably the good choice. It's not necessarily if it's better for me or not. It's just, I know that I've built a lot of my streaming audience already around games, and it's a lot easier to put a hard stop on something like an art stream. Of like, oh, like, I try to very limit it to this time slot. Oh, it's the end of the time slot. Time to go. Whereas with oh shit, I'm on the wrong layer. No. No, there's still one more? Okay. Okay, we're good. Okay. Whoops. So that's kind of what the idea was. But also it's like, again, it goes back to that I work a stereotypical American job time slot that is like portrayed in like, oh, it's to like a 9 to 5 or whatever. You get it. But I also recognize that not everybody has that kind of situation, and that maybe your only free day is on Wednesday, and so you can only catch the stream on Wednesday, and like, oh, that's an important day for me because I want to be able to see Mallory play games. That's kind of my logic behind asking. But also, if it's not a big deal to anybody, that's fine too. I just want to like make sure. Because that, like, on one hand, it's like, yeah, I'd stream for myself. Like, I do this because I want to do this. Like, I don't make money off of it. You know, it's not a job. It's just it's a hobby. But also, I'm very well aware that, like, the audience, they're the people that are here to watch me. They want to see, like, specific things. And, like, if they can continue to come back, then, like, it's the least I can do, you know? Oh my goodness, I am tripping all over my freaking words tonight. Like every other night of my life, let's be honest, but still. I'm gonna move this up here. And I'm gonna turn the background off because I need to work in like, it's like a very dusty cream type of color. Yeah, something like that. Words go burr. Man, a lot of times when I'm talking lately, I feel like I am starring in an episode of Half in the Bag, which, if you don't know what that is a film review show created by YouTubers Red Letter Media. They just released, what I believe is their very last episode of Half in the Bag, and I've only been watching Half in the Bag for probably about a year now. I've watched their other shows for a lot longer. But they released the final episode, so I genuinely have watched probably like 9 hours of not the reviews themselves, but like the endings and intros of each episode that have like story bits, because they've technically had a plot line going for 11 years. It's like watching a sitcom a little bit. That's what it's felt like. It's been really good. Like there are definitely a lot of dated jokes, of course, because like some sections, you know, it's from 2011. There are definitely dated jokes from 2011. But as long as you're like acknowledging that, I think it's been an experience. They keep fucking torturing poor old Mr. Plinkett. It's poor Mr. Plinkett, man. He keeps getting the shit handed to him. But also he keeps winning. Because, you know, Mischievous Antics are the name of that entire series. Oh. I was like, why is my phone flashing? A webcomic I read has been updated. I'll have to go read that later. I've also been following a lot of webcomics lately. The one I'll always recommend is Scoob and Shag, which I haven't read the last couple chapters. I need to get back up. I need to reread it. It's been quite a while since I've read the hulk of the story, and a refresher probably would not hurt. And then, yeah, we'll do the bell on the Slayer. I was like, what time is it? That's the thing. I always track the time really bad when I stream. If I don't have a clock in front of me the whole time. Okay. Ah, that's not the right brush. Let's switch that. Yep. This is a pro LeChunk stream. I almost said no shit. I almost said this is a pro LeChunk subreddit without fucking thinking about the words that was coming out of my mouth. I was like, oh my god. Why would I even say that in the first place? When have I ever, you know? But I swear to God, that's what my brain wanted to shoot out of my mouth. God. So fucking weird. Oh man. Okay, let's see. This is still a little messed up. That is not blending at all. Why aren't you doing that? Probably because it's not full opacity right there. Which means... No, that's not the button I'm meaning to hit. Just getting like a full layer underneath. So everything's fully opaque. Then we'll merge down, and then alpha lock. Alpha lock, actually. Thank you. And then add a little bit more depth and shadow. Alright, that looks fine. That looks like that's applicable. Right? Let's see. How long have I been streaming? A hot minute. I know I said I was gonna do more Pokemon requests, but I think I'm gonna call it here. Because I really need to go eat something. It's been a day and a half, I tell you what. Yeah, so, thanks for coming to my art stream. I enjoyed doodling your Pokemon requests. I love doodling me some Pokemans. I always have a good time. I will be back on Sunday. We're gonna play the OG Portal on stream. It's a game I have played before, but it's one of my holy grail video games, so I'm just gonna play it on stream. And then, we'll probably finish that with plenty of time left. So after that, we're probably I would like to do more one-hand clapping if people are interested. Because I had so much fun Wednesday. I felt bad because I was just not even remembering stream was there at one point because I was just so involved. So maybe not. I am working on a Discord. I hope it'll be done by Sunday. Depends on how my weekend goes. I'd say it like that because it's been a week. Oh, I don't remember if you were like paying attention, but he's being polite and is asking for assistance to microwave his Hot Pockets because he can't reach the microwave.
That's the mood he's in. He's trying to be a good boy and ask for help instead of just throwing stuff at the microwave. But yeah, that's kind of the agenda, and I apologize for not actually putting the schedule like in actual Twitch. I'm awful about that. Once I have a Discord, it'll be a lot easier for people to just view my schedule at a moment's notice. Because you won't need like a Twitter account to look at it. Yeah, that's exactly it, Bubsy. You got it. I'm going to, that Hot Pocket's gonna disappear in one bite. He's microwaving too. He has big appetite. Anyway, I'm gonna end the stream. Go get myself some food. It's probably not a Hot Pocket. Thank you so much for coming to my stream. I'm always super appreciative of anybody who stops by, even if it's just for a couple of minutes. I will see you guys next time I'm around on the interwebs. So I will see you next time. Have a good one, guys. Bye. If I can click on the right thing.